Over the years, kitchen stoves have evolved from wooden stoves to the gas stovetops which were introduced in the 19th century. Gas stovetops were resisted vehemently by most of the population who said that it cooked unhealthy food and was unduly expensive. Today, many people will swear that the gas cooker or the electric cooker is the most convenient way to get your food ready. But technology will not relax in innovating kitchen appliances. Anything to make life easier for people. The latest invention in cooktops is the induction cooktop. This amazing kitchen technology is now available from different companies with the same active component, which is electromagnetism. But induction cooktops are yet to become popular among families. For a different reason. With the induction cooktop, anyone can prepare their food of choice within half the normal time that they would have used to prepare the food on a gas cooker or electric cooker. The induction cooktop is also touted to have the ability to cook the food in a pot without the pot getting hot or the air in the kitchen warming up. This means that with this cooktop, you can cook whatever you want at normal room temperature and still get accurate culinary results. The after effect of using the cooktop is that your kitchen does not smoke up or get hotter when you are done using the gadget. How is this possible? Induction is also called electromagnetic induction. It means setting a group of magnets around a coil so that their pull and push produces an electric current. How induction works on cooktops. The cooktop contains an electromagnetic coil in it. This means that turning on the device will cause an electric current to flow through it. This will activate the magnets in it. However, nothing else happens until you place a cooking utensil on it. When cooking by induction, 80% to 90% of the energy generated by the electromagnetic field is converted to heat. This is what brings about boiling in the pot. The temperature can get as high as 665.5 degrees Fahrenheit without affecting the air outside the cooktop. It also cooks faster than the other cooktops even though the electric stove attains a higher temperature than it does. When you place your cooking utensil on the cooktop, the utensil now produces heat from its interaction with the electromagnetic field. This heat is coming from the utensil itself, making it difficult for the body of the utensil to become hot. If the pot is unable to produce the heat, then the mission is aborted, which means that the food won't cook. This mechanism of internal heat generation is the reason why the surrounding part of your cookware does not heat up with induction. This is one difference between induction cooking and using a gas cooker or an electric burner. With the gas or electric burner, every part of your pot heats up, the bottom, sides, and cover. Your cooking space also becomes hot in the process. Basically, with induction cooking, the cooking utensil is directly involved in the process of cooking. Using an induction cooking is said to be 60% more effective than using a gas stove and 40% more effective than using an electric burner. Does every pot generate this needed heat? No. Not every pot has the capacity to produce the heat needed to cook food by induction. If your pot is able to stick with a magnet, then it's going to generate that induction heat. Utensils that are made from only aluminum, copper, or glass will not generate the heat needed for the cooking. They are not magnetic. Ferrous metals like steel and cast iron are magnetic, thus they will work with induction cooking. Induction cookware is specially designed for this purpose. The iron content is the reason the utensil is magnetic, thus allowing energy to be passed between the utensil and the induction range. When cooking by induction, 80% to 90% of the energy generated by the electromagnetic field is converted to heat that brings about boiling in the pot. The temperature can get as high as 665.5 degrees Fahrenheit without affecting the air outside the cooktop. It also cooks faster than the other cooktops even though the electric stove attains a higher temperature than it does. Why consider induction cooking? Cooking in the US and many parts of the world involves either gas or electric stoves. But with induction, you don't need an external fuel source. As stated before, the heat required for cooking is generated between the cooking vessel and cooktop. It's safe to use. If you, or anyone else, touch the surface mistakenly, there won't be any burn. This makes it a safer option for families with younger children. However, if there is a pot on it, the pot will generate heat which will pass through the entire pot. Therefore, the surface of the pot will become hot at some point. It's easy to keep it clean. An induction stove is usually made of a glass or ceramic cooktop which is easy to clean up. It's more efficient than gas and electric gas. It also helps to conserve the energy in the home since it doesn't heat up the air around it. It's easy to control. You can set the stove to the exact temperature that you desire quite easily. It switches automatically with any control change that you make. Again, if you're using an automatic induction system, it'll cut off heat supply if you mistakenly put an empty pot on it. Some induction stove comes with easy-to-use built-in features like timers and temperature sensors. You can also find those that can be remote-controlled from apps on a simple smartphone. Concerns about using an induction stove. While the induction stove is an awesome technology to adopt into your kitchen, it has some setbacks. 1. It's expensive. An induction cooktop helps you save energy, but the other appliances that consume energy in your home might make whatever is saved insignificant. This is because the cost of purchasing an induction stove is high. You can find ranges that have significantly modest prices but are still expensive for some homes. Get an induction stovetop for other benefits other than cost because the amount of energy you save may not exactly add up. 2. You need special cooking utensils. If you decide to get an induction stove in your kitchen, then you may also need to change your cooking utensils because not every material works with induction. You'll need to get cooking pans that contain iron and disregard your utensils made from aluminum, glass, and copper. This is nothing to bother about if you are willing to upgrading your cookware. In this case, you'll have to look out for cookware that satisfies your taste and budget and is made to thrive with induction cooking. You are likely to find pots that coated with heat-proof plastics or ceramics for insulation. They have iron and steel built into them which harness the energy from the magnetic field around them to produce heat. Some of them may come with built-in sensors that can be remote controlled, and which help to regulate temperature automatically. 3. You have to relearn the art of using a cooktop. You may need to learn how the induction stove works because of its precise control and heating abilities. For example, with a gas cooker, you may be able to shred vegetables while waiting for your oil to steam. With an induction stove, your vegetable has to be ready before you begin to cook. You'll have to patiently explore the controls of your induction stove. Finally, even though induction cooktops have been available for nearly 20 decades, they are not widely known and accepted among American families. However, it poses to be the future of cooking. So, get into the future by upgrading your kitchen with an induction cooker. If you've enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell so you'll know once we post a new video. Also, drop a comment below so we can know your thoughts. Finally, don't forget to check the description below for more details. Visit our site zimcooking.com for more awesome cooktop ideas like this.